I wasn't expecting much from the trip. Just a regular ticket. Coach car, window seat, simply because I like to watch the scenery slip backwards, like time quietly pulling away. In my bag. A book I'd started a dozen times and never finished, a bottle of water, an apple, and a slice of cherry pie my sister had baked. Everything felt ordinary, until he sat down across from me. A man with a worn-out backpack, a brown sweater, and a voice that sounded oddly familiar. "Hope you don't mind. I think this spot was open?" I nodded. And for the first time in a long while, I smiled. He settled in, turned slightly toward me, and said, "I usually pick window seats, so I don't have to look at people." He paused. "But today, I'll make an exception." I laughed and thought, why are his eyes so familiar, that greenish gray, just like a boy in a photograph I don't have anymore. He pulled out a thermos, poured coffee into the lid. It smelled real, not instant. Like the kind someone takes the time to make. "That pie smells amazing," he said suddenly. I raised an eyebrow. "You can smell that?" "Cherry. The real kind, not the canned stuff. My sister baked it, with pits, just like we used to." He smiled. "My grandma made apple pie. Thin crust, lots of filling, warm from the oven. I still believe she put magic in it." "Maybe it was love," I said. "Maybe," he replied, looking out the window. "Or just a bit of sorrow." We sat quietly. Then he turned to me again. "I know this sounds strange, but I feel like I know you." I tilted my head. "I doubt it." "Yeah, probably just a feeling." But his eyes said something else. Like a whisper inside him murmured, "You've seen her before. You remember her." We'd been riding for hours. Out the window, fields, empty stations, faded signs. He started telling me about his childhood. Every summer we went to Lake Geneva. Stayed in tents, bonfires, songs on a guitar. He smiled. "And there was a girl, always late for canoe lessons." I grinned. Why was she late? "She made flower crowns, wild ones, daisies, clover. Thought I didn't notice, but I waited. Every day, I waited to see the next one." My chest tightened. I used to make those. I used to be late. "And what happened?" I asked. "One day, she dropped her ice cream in the sand. Vanilla, in a waffle cone." He paused. "I gave her mine. She laughed, said I was her hero." He turned to the window again. "I haven't had vanilla since." Didn't want to ruin the memory. I couldn't speak. Just looked at him. It's him. It's really him. That boy, that laugh, those eyes. So many years later, in another place, another lifetime, but memory doesn't lie. Night fell. The car grew quiet. People tucked under blankets. Phones dimmed. The only sounds were pages turning, someone breathing, the hum of the wheels. I didn't sleep, neither did he. I heard the gentle clink of his thermos, the soft sip of tea, the faintest sigh, as if he didn't want to disturb the past. I closed my eyes, not to rest, just to keep from crying. And then he whispered, "You cried, you know. When it fell, the ice cream." I opened my eyes. He wasn't looking at me, just staring out at the dark. "I told you it was fine. That I didn't even like vanilla that much." Tears filled my eyes. I didn't say anything. I just laid my hand next to his, not touching, just close. He turned, looked at me, and nodded. No words were needed. Those were the same eyes, the same boy, the same quiet kindness. We sat without speaking. And the train carried us, not to a new city, but somewhere backward, to where things still felt possible. Morning came with soft commotion, the slowing of the train. He stood, backpack slung over one shoulder. "This is my stop," he said. "Oh," I replied. "Okay then." He nodded, hesitated, like he wanted to say more. But he didn't. The doors opened. And he stepped off. That was it. I stayed seated, heart thumping. I looked out the window. He was gone. Just an empty platform. I was about to turn away when he reappeared, rushing from behind the station wall, breathless, cheeks pink. In his hand, a vanilla ice cream cone. He pressed it to the window and smiled. I laughed through tears. "With the same taste," I whispered. He pulled a folded napkin from his pocket, tucked it under the cone like an offering. On it, a phone number. I nodded, he nodded back, and walked away. No words. No goodbye. Just me. With the taste of vanilla and memory. And the feeling that maybe, sometimes, time knows how to return.